Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration. But these situations tell us a lot about a team's character. And for some teams, it brings out their absolute best. But for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face. And so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Okay, all set to go. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. The 2-1. And another ball. That's to third. Over to first. Out. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Left-hand hitter waits. Out to short. Bats up with it. Sends it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later inning.
Betts whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And our pitcher in this game, A.J. Smith-Shawver. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
.3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And a pitch. Laced into left. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
One down, and up to the plate is Will Smith. On the ground, out to short, into the outfield, base hit. Betts headed for the plate. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on his pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Adam Duvall at the plate. And another ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
So bases loaded with one away. James Outman now at the plate. Here's a 2-1. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2-2 now.
Full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Bases loaded, one away. Here in Game 5. Lifted in the air down the left side. He's under it. Out number 2.
Batting seven. The right.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And Chris, they're not lacking for guys that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these guys have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and it's sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here in this one.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in. A second scores as well.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes Max Muncy. 2 outs. Hammered, base hit. Around third. Now a long throw home. He's safe.
A couple of singles back-to-back. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Jonathan India at the plate.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And down on strikes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Strike 2. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Up the middle. Betts whips it to first. And there's 2 down.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
The Dodgers leading by 4 here at Game 5 of the NLCS. This one blasted the other way down the line, and it's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the Braves go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. 1-1. And another ball. I wouldn't get too puffed up about that postseason extra base hit thing, Singy. The all-time leader with 4 is Ken Holtzman, a pitcher, and one of his hits was a homer.
Yeah, Boog, I'm sure he was a position player, though, before he started pitching.
That one misses. 3-1. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now.
Betts.
One down, base is empty. And it finds its way through for a hit.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. In the air, right side. And Acuna able to make the grab. 2 away. Throw, and it gets away.
Up next is Dodgers. The catcher, Will Smith.
Man at first, Will Smith, the next to hit. Smith-Shawver picks over, and Betts dives back. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kelnick hauls it in to end the inning. 1 left for LA, but they're in front 4-0. And we're back. Here's Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Right-hander kicks, deals. on the ground. India over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting it, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. The Braves down by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out to short. Bats up with it. 2 up, 2 down.
Out of there. Batting up, the left fielder, number 24, Jared.
Here's Jared Kelnick. Left-hand batter waits. Rip to short. The throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here. They're down 4-0. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Adam Duvall. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Murphy makes the play, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Swings through that one for strike 2. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
This is a tough task. Coming in cold off the bench and in the middle of an at-bat, man, you're just never anticipating that.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
I could watch base hits like that all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Jason Hayward. The 1-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. The punch out there, and 2 away now.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone. And it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Ball to strike. That one way inside. Muncy checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the pitch.
Full count.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Jonathan India steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Darius Mines appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. That one missed.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Next pitch is outside.
Full count.
Shohei Ohtani up next for the Dodgers. And a pitch. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and the lead is up to 5.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. A.J. Smith-Shawver out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Darius Mize into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. And they tack on 3. It's 8-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Here's Mookie to hit. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And Betts is set down. And that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. Staying in the game on defense, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here it comes.
Ball.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he could have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Popped up. India settles underneath it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Olson up to the plate. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. And that one missing low. And that just misses. Austin Riley next to bat for the Braves. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
2 outs. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Olsen around second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Marcell Ozuna getting ready to hit. Man at second. Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. On the ground to short. Betts. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 8 and the Braves 1. Game 5 of the NLCS. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. The pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Kicks and deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. That one to first. And they tag him out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Tosses to first, and Hernandez is out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. Two down, nobody on.
Outside.
Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball,
and that one is inside.
Full count.
In the air, right field. Acuna after it. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Muncy to hit. And another ball. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball right side. Albies on the run, sends it over to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 10-1. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
1-2 now. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 1 down.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one hammered. That's back. That's long gone. That one felt good. It's 10-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. They go back to back. It's 10-3.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now the left fielder, Jared Kellner. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And another ball.
You know, Boog, the true measure of a team usually reveals itself in these moments. Is this offense going to roll over, or will they fight back to keep their season alive? It's not going to be easy, but I want to see them compete until the final out. Their fans definitely deserve it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it is now 10-3. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Dylan Lee.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now at the plate, Jonathan India.
India.
Here comes a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
1 down, base is empty. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game. He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And now the lefty. Swing and a ball popped up. Drifts towards it. And makes the grab. And that's the inning. So they go quietly there. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Braves 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 40.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris.
The center fielder, Michael.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now the
timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Matt Olson. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. Harris aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that one almost hit him. This one high in the air to left center. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So, man aboard. Here's Austin Riley. Right-handed reliever. And it's fouled away. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 2-2. The Dodgers up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Full count.
Wouldn't chase that time. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the righty deals. That's ripped. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
So now here's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
They take the force out, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Braves 3. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Now pitching for the Braves.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Back to the mound. He's got it. On to first. Out. And Freeman is retired.
Up next is Dodgers. The catcher.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Left field. Kelnick sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam.
2 outs, base is empty. Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Braves 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And here is Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. The kick, the 3-2. Out to center on his way over. And puts the squeeze on that one. One up, one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Sean.
So here's Murphy now. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta.
2 outs, base is empty. Jared Kelenic now at the plate. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Back to the top of the lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. the next to hit. Two outs. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Harris. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one lifted to left. Duvall has this one sized up. And that is that. 2 left for Atlanta. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
On a strike. The pitch.
Ball 2.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They have 6 hits today with runners in scoring position, and that's something they can feel very proud of.
Wouldn't chase that time.
There's certainly added pressure when you're hitting with runners on, so the fact that they've come through so many times in those spots shows me a lot about the makeup of these hitters.
Center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. One down, base is empty. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
The third baseman, number 13.
Muncy digs in.
Muncy.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order, but they still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here is Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Righty delivers. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
2-2.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging. Man at first, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. The pitch. And another ball. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the late stages of Game 5. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they slice into the lead. It's 10-5.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball, and they've doubled things up now at 10-5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
Jonathan India digs in now.
The second baseman, Jonathan India.
And now 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And Acuna able to make the grab.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 out, bases empty. Late with the swing there. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Matzik getting loose out there. 1 down, bases empty. And that's outside. And the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Mookie now. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that one hit to first, and that squirts through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Out there to center. Harris makes the play, and it's out number 3. Dodgers strand a couple. They still lead it, though, 10-5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brusdar Graterol. Leading off, Sean Murphy. 9th inning elimination game. Chris, it's a tall task. They're going to need a crooked number to tie this game up.
Yeah, and they just have to remember that they have had many innings over the course of the year where they've scored more runs needed than they need in this one. So just relax, get your pitch, and make something happen.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the 9th. And here is Jared Kelenic. One down, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one fouled off, 2-2. Graterol is just 1 strike away. Two down, nobody on. And that does it. They win the pennant. They are champions of the National League.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For Atlanta, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours, 6 seconds. Tonight's paid attention, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home